Okay, in this video we will see how break and continue works in Java. So break is the keyword which is useful to break out of your loop. So it can be any loop. One can break out of for loop, while loop, for each. So whatever is the loop, you can come out of it by placing a break keyword. So in the left side picture, you are seeing a while loop. In the while loop there are 4 statements. In the second statement we placed a break statement, or it's a keyword actually in Java, break keyword. So when the execution flow occurs, it executes the first statement. Then when it executes the break, it comes out of the loop. So no matter what is there in the condition, once it sees the break, it comes out of the loop. So for example, let us say that this while loop will execute for 100 times, and at 101th time the condition will return false and we will come out of that loop. We will call that as a normal exit. But here, just by looking at the statement, the first time the condition evaluates to true, then we will execute the first statement. Then the execution looks at the break. Then it doesn't check the condition, it just quits the loop. This means the loop will not get executed after the break. Also, in the first iteration itself there are 2 more statements that needs to be executed, and that also get skipped after the execution of break. Alright, so now we will look at this with an example. Usually people will use this break with the if statement, and when a certain condition is met inside the loop, people may come out of the loop. Alright, let us look at the example now. So here is the example. In this example, we initialized a variable x and initialized it to 1. I mean, we declared a variable x, then we initialized it with a value 1. So the condition checks when x is lesser than 1000. Then inside the body, if you see, we are incrementing x in each iteration. So x plus plus, that will increment the variable x. This means the loop will iterate 999 times. So in the body we placed a start and end, then we actually print the variable x. If you see, inside the body we are checking x equal to 8. So when x equal to 8, we are placing a statement called break. I mean, we placed a keyword break. This means when value in x reaches 8, come out of the loop. So that's what we are saying. I will read it once again. If x equal to 8, break. That means when x contains a value of 8, we will come out of the loop. So the iteration won't continue after that, and we will come out. Also, at 8th iteration, that means when value is x, since we encountered a break statement, we will not execute x plus plus which is followed by the break, and we will not execute the last statement in the body. That means we are in the last statement we are printing a end in the console output window. So if we run this in Java, we will get console output. In the console output, we will actually print number 1 through 8 enclosed between start and end. But there is an exception. When we are printing 8, we will print start, then we will print the value in x, which is 8. Then the condition is executed. If x equal to 8, yes, x equal to 8, then since the condition evaluates to true, we will execute the break. Then we will come out of the loop. That means in the 8th iteration you will see a start, then the value 8, and you will not see the text end in the console output window. Now we will execute this in Java, and we will see what is the output. So here is the example in Java Eclipse. So now we will execute this and see the output in the console window. Console window is here. If you see, we are printing a start and end. In between we are printing the content of the variable x. For example, when we are running for the first time, x equal to 1, we are printing this start, which is here. Then we print the variable x, which is here 1. After that, this condition will evaluate false for the first time. 1 equal to 8, that is false, so we will not execute break. Then we will increment the value in variable x, so x goes 2. Then we will print the end. So that's the end of one iteration. Iteration starts, value get printed, then iteration ends. Similarly, this is second time, third time, fourth, so it will keep on going. And when you come at 8th time, let's say it prints the value start in the console output window, then content of the variable is printed, which is 8 here. Then we are checking 8 equivalent to 8, so this is the condition statement. This condition statement will evaluate to true, so we will execute the break. Since we are executing the break here, we will come out of the loop. So this is the loop, we will come out of it. That means we skip the remaining statements here. X++ is skipped, as well as the statement end also get skipped, so we will come out of it. So once again, the break will come out of the loop. That means it will break out of the loop. So it not only skips the remaining iteration, it will skip the remaining statement in the body. So here, for example, the remaining statement in the body is x++ system.out.println end. So those two also get skipped. Now let us go to the continue statement. Actually, we should call that as a keyword. Since that keyword forms a statement, I'm calling it as a statement. So the continue statement will move the execution to the condition. So the left side picture, we are seeing once the execution reaches the continue, it goes to the condition. So if it were a break statement, then we will come out of a loop. but continue will continues the loop. That means it goes to the condition. What's the result? The result is skipping the remaining statement. So if there is no continue, then all three statements get executed. Since there is a continue, it returns to the condition. That means the condition will once again evaluated for the next iteration, and based on the condition evaluated result, we will enter inside the loop or we will come out of it. So that's the normal loop execution. But what continue here do is it returns the execution to the condition portion of the loop, whether it is a for loop or a do while loop or while loop, whatever. Alright, let us see an example for this. So here we declared a variable called x, then we initialized that to 0. Then we are forming a while loop. On that while loop we place a condition x less than or equal to 11, and inside the body of loop, if you see in the very first statement, we are incrementing the loop variable x. This means the loop will get executed 11 times, 0, 1, 2, 3 till 10. So there are 11 times the loop will get executed. So inside the body we actually placed a modulus operator x percentage 3. So this will actually return a reminder. For example, if the value in x is 3%, 3, it is actually a perfect divisor, so it returns 0. So for all the multiples of the value in x, if it is a multiples of 3, then the modulus operator will return 0. So when x equal to 3, it returns x modulus 3 returns 0. So when it is 6 modulus 3 returns 0. When it is 12, it returns 0. So if the value in x is 5, then the modulus operator will return 2. That means it returns the remainder of the division. So 5 divided by 3, the remainder is 2, so the 2 will get returned. So when x is a multiple of 3, the condition will evaluate to true. So when it evaluates to true, we will execute continue statement. Now as we see in the previous picture, when the execution flows is a continue statement, then it skips the remaining statement in the loop body. That means it will skip system.out.println x, then system.out.println, and those two statements get skipped after seeing the continue. But unlike the break, it will not come out of the loop, but it will go to the condition statement. That means it looks for the next iteration. So let us say the value in x equal to 3. So 3 modulus 3 equal to 0. So it returns 0. Then we will we will go to continue. So it will check the condition 3 lesser than or equal to 11. We will enter inside the body. So the loop variable get incremented. So it will go as 4. Then when we execute 4 modulus 3, the remainder is 1. So we will not execute the continue and we will print the value. This means the loop runs from 1 to 0 to 10. So but in the very first statement we are increasing the value in x, so we will see value get printed from 1 to 10. I mean 1 to 11. So while printing the value, we will skip the number which is divisible by 3. That means we will skip 3, 6, 9 because of the continue statement. Alright, let us execute this in Java and see how it works. This time we will execute line by line. We will see how continue passes the control to the condition. After that we will execute the statement in full speed. Alright, let's go and execute this in Java Eclipse. Alright, here is the example and we will execute this statement by statement. So here you are seeing value in x is 0, so we are at this statement. So next we are checking the condition. Since the condition evaluates to true, 0 less than 11, that is true. You can see the content of x here and you can see the output here, console output here. So the yellow highlighted line in the right side here, it shows that value of x is incremented. The content is now 1. Look at the console output. So we are printing a start. Then the modulus operator. So it returns the remainder, if you see. So 1 equal to 0, the condition evaluates to false. So we will not execute the continue. So we will print the value 1, then we will print the end. So now we are at the beginning of the second iteration. So the condition is evaluated. X is 2. So now the remainder is 2. 2 is not divisible by 3. So we will not execute continue. The content of x is printed, and also get printed. And we are moving to the third iteration. X will get incremented. Now it will go as 3 now. So we are printing the start. This time 3 modulus 3 returns 0. That means 0 equal to 0, the condition evaluates to true. See, the condition evaluates to true. That means this time we will execute continue. So in the previous 2 iteration you saw that we printed the value in x, then we printed the end. This time, since the execution reached the continue, it goes to the conditional statement. See, it doesn't execute the remaining 2 statement. Now it evaluates the condition 3 less than 11. The condition evaluates to true, so we are entering inside the loop body. Now x get incremented, it goes as 4. We print start. The modulus operator returns remainder as 1. Content in x is 4. So x modulus 3 is 1, so the remainder is 1. 1 equal to 0 is false, so we will not execute the continue. So we will reach the remaining two statement of the loop body. This time we will print 4 and end. So let me execute it in full speed. Here is the output. If you see here the overall output, we are skipping the number which is divisible by 3 by using the continue statement. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11 is printed. Alright. So for example, if I remove this print statement, you will see the actual result of this. See, 1, 2, 3 is skipped, 4, 5, 6 is skipped, 7, 8, 9 is skipped, 10 and 11. So that's the use of continue. So once again I will explain. Break will come out of the loop. So if it is a break here, then we will come out of the loop. That means we will get in console window we will be seeing only 1 and 2. Since it is a continue, the execution doesn't come out of the loop, but it goes to the next iteration. So it evaluates the condition and enters again. But in both cases, whether it is break or continue, the rest of the statement in the body of the loop is get ignored. Alright, that's all in the video. There are more videos in the Java basics which I will post in future. If you like the video, click the subscribe button below the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.